Since I take refuge in the Lord, how can you say to my soul, fly like a bird unto the mountains? Since I take refuge in the Lord, how can you say to my soul, fly like a bird unto the mountains? See the wicked bend their bow, fix their arrow on the string. In the darkness they will shoot at the upright in heart. If foundations are destroyed, then what can the righteous do? If foundations are destroyed, then what can the righteous do? Since I take refuge in the Lord, how can you say to my soul, fly like a bird unto the mountains? Since I take refuge in the Lord, how can you say to my soul, fly like a bird unto the mountains? In his temple is the Lord, who in heaven is enthroned. With his eyes he will behold, and will test the sons of men. For the Lord loves righteousness, the upright will see his face. Yes, the Lord loves righteousness, the upright will see his face. Since I take refuge in the Lord, how can you say to my soul, fly like a bird unto the mountains? Since I take refuge in the Lord, how can you say to my soul, fly like a unto the mountains?
Alright, so we ran into some trees over the trail. Been able to make it through this tight little track here. It is just gorgeous out. Okay. We've been working hard, slowly getting out of this huge pit. How many trees have we cut down? Probably 30 or 40. What we call rainbows. When they get too close and you can't pass the trail, and you have to cut them, unfortunately. Which we don't like to do, but it's what you have to do to keep the trails open, or else they just turn back into that. We've been doing this, what, about an hour now? So we broke up that trail, and it was exhausting, 2 hours, but today, after this
video clip. I went up it and didn't record it because it was pretty technical still. Even after we'd cleared it, it was really steep, and I'd just been up it once, so there was still some areas that needed to be packed down. So I wish I would have gotten a video of that, because that's really where this thing shined the best. Here on the flats, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit deep snow there as you see me stepping into it, but any machine can go through deep snow. But what we were impressed with is that we were going up, breaking trail, and we'd just put it in sport mode, which is what I do here in a few moments. Put it in low gear, and man, that thing just crawled up the hill, never broke track, never threw snow, just putt, hit the brake, cut off, get the chainsaw, cut some trees, mainly just small little 2-inch diameter alders, willows that just can't handle that heavy snow that came. Anyway, here I switch it into sport mode, and man, those modes are so nice. I use the econo mode and the sport mode probably the most. But I've just broken it in, so I don't really know what gas mileage it gets right now. But right now it's getting about 10 miles per gallon, but I don't know what it's going to get here. They say that once you break it in, it changes for the better. I found that low gear is just not necessary on flat ground. It's better to kind of keep it between 9 and 11 miles per hour when you're breaking fresh powder like this. You're able to keep balance and momentum. Low, it's just too much high RPM. But anyway, I discovered this little trail in the middle of nowhere, and it was just so pleasant and encouraging to not have to worry about going fast like I used to on my old mountain sleds. Not that I would have taken the mountain sled out on this shallow snow. But this machine with the fresh unpacked snow just walked right through it like there was no workout at all for it. Sorry, I'm just knocking off the tree. Snow. If I don't have to cut down a tree, I don't like to, but because these black spruce, like that tree that I was touching there, probably is close to 75 years old. Those black spruce just grow minuscule amounts. Basically what I'm driving on is all swamp, tundra, nasty, impassable in the summer. I mean, literally frustratingly time-consuming in the summer to walk through. But in the summer, the wintertime, just really pleasant. That's why we like winter so much. That's a big reason why I bought the snow machine, is that Alaska's so much more accessible in the winter than it is in the summer. And the tourists don't come up. So I'm just kidding. Well, that is true, but I don't mind tourists. I like tourists. I wish COVID hadn't ruined the economy for tourism, but when it comes back, it'll come back in full fury. Found kind of a frustrating thing here at the end of this trail. The middle of nowhere, you wouldn't think you'd find a no trespassing sign, but it's here at this bottom of this little dip. There's this big old sign, no trespassing. It's pretty sad, but respected it and turned around and went and found a whole different other trail system that I'd only been on the four-wheeler, never the snowmobile, so that was fun to do that, and I've got some good pictures of that. But here, that big branch that you see up ahead is somebody's got it. Just a makeshift, polite gate that you're not supposed to pass through. But anyway, I've been super impressed with the snowmobile overall. Haven't seen any problems in deep snow. Haven't seen any issues at all with the transmission. Really like the chassis position and being able to go through snow. It still really is a dead-end experience for me to see Skidoo put so much good technology into this, but not have a cigarette lighter or a cell phone charger port, USB port. I really hope they change that. Maybe somebody sitting there at Skidoo will say, see, I told you guys that we should do this, and customers are complaining too. The customers are always right. So maybe that will work for you. But here's some of the beautiful scenery that I saw today, that the gray skies from when my daughter and I were out the other day. We didn't get to see it. And then that's a valley that I had been down on a four-wheeler, but never on the snowmobile. And so that was beautiful to head down to the bottom of that valley, which is what I'm now at, pointing backwards to that last picture. But anyway, leave comments. Take a look at some of the other videos that I've got on practical porters for normal Christian life here in Fairbanks, Alaska. Cheers to you guys.